Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we are going to be breaking into the 5 best new vehicles that Rockstar has added into Grand Theft Auto Online. A lot of tier lists or videos breaking into what are the best usually have vehicles that are really old. I can't blame a lot of the YouTubers. Some of the old cars are fantastic, like the Armored Kuruma, Duco Death, even the Toreador at this point is like 3 years old. A lot of the vehicles are fantastic that have been in the game for a while. But I wanted to gear this video specifically on vehicles that have been added into the game within the past year, so 2023 and up. So, starting off in the number 5 position, we don't have these police cruisers. I'm gonna be honest, the police cruisers are an absolute waste of money. It's $12 million to buy all 3. I've made a video talking about why you just shouldn't really spend your money on them unless you really, really want police cruisers. So, yeah, those are not going to be in the number 5 position. Actually, in the number 5 slot, we have probably the oldest vehicle on this list. This is just about a year old, the Brigade 6x6. This is the Acid Lab. I mean, that's really what it is. If you make money with your Acid Lab, you already know what this vehicle is. So you might be asking, well, why is it in the top 5 best? Well, there's actually quite a few reasons, which some of you might not have even known. For example, did you know that this vehicle is actually quite good at off-roading? A couple months ago, I had an off-road challenge with my friends, and I wanted to see just how good this vehicle was, because unfortunately, the MOC cab is not very good at off-roading capabilities. This is actually surprisingly good. Even though it doesn't look like it has much ground clearance, you can actually climb up the side of Mount Chiliad in this vehicle, as it has a very good power-to-weight ratio. It has a working plow on the front, which means any vehicles that get in your way, well, they're not going to be in your way very long, as we can see. And the best is yet to come. For example, did you know the Brigade can survive 50 homing missiles? Yes, you heard that right. That is basically 2 full dumps of an Oppressor Mark II to blow this vehicle up. That is absolutely insane. Oh, well, not as insane as us driving into that pole there, but yeah, the capabilities that this vehicle has. It's fast, goes about 100 miles per hour. It's virtually indestructible for the most part because of how many missiles it can survive, and it acts as a business that you can earn money outside of. Plus, it can't even be rated. And it's not even that expensive to purchase this. It's $1.4 million, or you can participate in the Los Santos Drug Wars DLC and get the vehicle for free. If you already have a business established, it's a lot easier to just literally earn money doing the heists like the Cayo Perico and the Dr. Dre, rather than grinding to get this. But if you're new to the game, you can literally get the Acid Lab at level 1. The fact that as a level 1 you can get a vehicle which can survive 50 explosions and is pretty dang fast, insanely dangerous, definitely get your hands on it. It is easily one of the best vehicles that Rockstar has added in recent years. In the number 4 position, we have a supercar, and an absolutely incredible supercar at that, being the Turismo Imagio. I love this car. First of all, it has some of the best customization I've seen Rockstar introduce in a very long time. Sometimes when Rockstar brings a new vehicle into the game, there's only like a couple liveries that I personally think are very good, and its customization, you know, sometimes isn't the best. However, this car, it has literally all fantastic liveries. The vehicle itself looks amazing, and it has some great customization in general. And it gets even better. If you bring this vehicle over to the agency, you can actually equip a missile lock-on jammer, making it so people cannot home on you. I mean, you're not going to survive any explosions with this car, but the fact that somebody can just not lock onto you to begin with when they're in the sky is really, really nice, and gives you that added sense of survivability that you might not have had previously in any other vehicle. And the best part about the Imagio is the fact that it is incredibly fast. This vehicle features the same lap time as the Progen Emrys and the Krieger, which are 2 of the best lap time supercars in the game. It is only like 1/10 of a second slower, which is obviously completely down to human error at that point. So this vehicle, it's crazy good on handling. And that's even better, judging that it doesn't even feature that good of a top speed. It just has such good acceleration and overall lap time capabilities that it's amazing. So I really like the Imagio. The moment I saw this car come into the game, I really wanted to get my hands on it. So I would definitely recommend to pick up this supercar, especially because it might even come out in the chop shop for you to be able to keep for free, which would be absolutely amazing. In the number 3 position, we arrive at this absolutely crazy muscle car, the Buffalo EVX. This is an incredibly underrated Amani Tech vehicle, and I'm not really sure why people don't like it all that much. It's probably because it's an electric vehicle. I've never understood why a lot of players in GTA dislike electric cars. I mean, sure, some of them aren't the best, but the Ocelot, Virtue, and the EVX are some of the best vehicles in the game. And trust me, while you might not think that electric cars sounds like an internal combustion engine, they got a lot more horsepower in real life. So, I actually think electric cars are really, really cool, and that's why I think the EVX is incredible. First of all, this features a HSW upgrade, which allows it to be one of the fastest muscle cars in the game. In fact, it boasts the best lap time for all the muscle vehicles. Even if you're playing on PC like me, this still has an incredibly good lap time, and it's one of the faster muscle cars. So I really have no complaints there, handles pretty well. Not only does it have all this handling, but it's also got a lot of protection. The EVX can survive 10 sticky bombs, 10 RPGs, and 12 homing missiles, and just like all other Amani Tech vehicles, it features a missile lock-on jammer. So it can survive basically the same amount as an Obey Ominous EGT. It's faster than the EGT, especially if you get the HSW upgrades, and in my opinion, it looks just as good, if not better, than the EGT. So I really don't have anything negative to say about the EVX. I think ever since the car came out, it's been one of my more preferred Amani Tech vehicles, and while it's not the best, I do think that the Virtue has some merits over this vehicle in terms of speed. I think there are certain situations where I would definitely choose this over. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the EVX, but I think it's absolutely great. Then we arrive to the newest Amani Tech vehicle added into the game, which is the Terminus. I think everybody can agree that this vehicle is just fantastic, and I'm so glad that I get to put it in today's video. The Terminus is fast. In fact, it's got better lap time than half of the sports cars in the game. Yeah, half of the sports cars. That is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. Not only that, it's a Jeep, so you know it's really, really good at off-roading capabilities. This thing is fast, it's got great suspension and ground clearance. I've done my off-road course with this vehicle multiple times, and it's one of my favorite vehicles to do it with, just because the amount of power it has. And it's not like one of those lame Amani Tech vehicles where it only gets missile lock-on jammer like the Monstrosity. This vehicle is the real deal. It features the same capabilities as any other Amani Tech car. It can survive 4 sticky bombs and 10 homing missiles with a missile lock-on jammer. The only real disappointing thing is that it doesn't feature semi-bulletproof glass. It would have been really, really cool if Rockstar had fitted that to this vehicle. Honestly, I might have said it was the best Amani Tech car in the game if it did have bulletproof glass, but it is still amazing. It is by far the best off-roading Amani Tech vehicle. I don't know why anybody would choose the Patriot mil-spec over this, judging that not only is this cheaper, but it's just literally a flat better vehicle. I mean, do you see what we just climbed up? Look at that. We just climbed up the side of a mountain. What the absolute heck? This vehicle is just insane. It has great customization, great liveries going for it. It is an absolute bop and a half, and I would recommend anybody that likes off-roading vehicles and you want a bit of armor, plus incredible speed and just in general capabilities, get your hands on the Terminus. You will not be disappointed. It is such a good car. And in the number 1 position, we arrive to a flying vehicle. Some of you may already know what it is just by seeing the explosive machine gun mounted on the front. But for those of you who don't, it is this, the F-160 Raiju. This vehicle has obviously brought up quite a bit of storm in GTA because of its insane capabilities. It's been a while since Rockstar has added such a good jet, but man, this thing does it all. First of all, it has a hover mode. This alone makes it already S tier. Being able to hover means that it's actually quite useful for missions. You can just pull out the explosive machine gun or missiles and just kind of obliterate whatever is in front of you. Not only does it have a hover mode, making this an incredibly useful aircraft for missions, but it also is the fastest flying thing. In fact, it's just the fastest thing in the game, apart from, I guess, fast traveling in the Kosatka. It can go at a top speed of 230 miles per hour, which is absolutely insane. It's quite a bit faster than any of the other jets. Even the Pyro does not go as fast as the F-160. It has bombs, but you can't actually use the bombs. I've really never understood that logic from Rockstar. It makes actually no sense, so a little disappointing there, but the fact that we're almost going faster than our own missiles is kind of insane, as you can see. My guess is the only reason Rockstar didn't make it faster is because they were worried you'd probably blow yourself up when you launched the missiles. The last thing about the Raiju, which is absolutely amazing, is stealth mode. This jet can go completely off the radar. You're not able to use your weapons, but it doesn't stop you from going where you need to be. So let's say I want to make my way, I don't know, to this building in front of me here, and Bob is in the building and I want to kill him. Well, now we're right at the building, we exit stealth mode, boom, we blow him up, and we're gone. I mean, it's that easy to do that, and then you just go back into stealth mode and leave. Now, while you're in stealth mode, people still can home on you, so that's something you should keep in mind, but yeah, the Raiju is, it's kind of insane. I would definitely say it is one of the best pickups in the game. It's expensive, but you won't regret it. It is so fun to mess around with. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the video. If you agree or disagree with my takes, if there's something that you think I should have added, let me know. And let me know if you want me to have the face cam on or off. Either way, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.